Finding the right lighting fixture can be a challenge, but several resources can help. Firstly, Architectural Lighting Design and Specification Directory, also known as ALS, can provide a list of lighting manufacturers. Secondly, the IES Illumination Handbook is a comprehensive resource for lighting information. Thirdly, Suite's catalog service can aid in locating specific products. Fourthly, Manufacturers Agents for Lighting and Controls Directory, abbreviated as MALC, offers another avenue for finding manufacturers. Fifthly, the National Lighting Bureau's Lighting Reference Guide provides additional information on lighting. Besides directories, there are alternative methods for discovering specific lighting fixtures. One method involves Google image search, where keywords and images help find fixtures that resemble the one seen. Another approach is to use a website and app containing an extensive database of lighting fixtures. Pinterest, a social media platform, allows users to create boards and pin images of fixtures they like. Furthermore, Architectural Digest Pro, a membership platform, provides access to lighting designers, manufacturers, and product recommendations. To refine the search, asking the customer for specific details about the fixture they sought is crucial. This includes its shape, color, material, and distinguishing features. Social media can also be used by posting a request for recommendations on platforms like LinkedIn or Twitter. Contacting local lighting designers can also be beneficial, as they may be familiar with manufacturers offering high-quality fixtures that meet the customer's needs. Visiting lighting showrooms can often showcase a wider variety of fixtures compared to supply houses. If finding suitable fixtures from manufacturers proves difficult, consider working with a lighting designer to create custom fixtures tailored to the customer's exact specifications. When recommending or finding lighting fixtures, it's essential to understand the types of lighting available. Firstly, there's ambient lighting, which provides overall illumination to a space. Secondly, task lighting is designed for specific activities like reading or cooking. Thirdly, accent lighting highlights particular objects or areas. Light sources are also diverse. Incandescent lamps produce light by heating a filament. Fluorescent lamps use gas discharge to generate light. Light-emitting diodes, known as LED, are semiconductor devices that emit light. High-intensity discharge, also known as HID lamps, are used for large area lighting. Lighting controls are essential for energy efficiency and creating the desired atmosphere. These controls include switches, dimmers, and sensors. Dimmers allow adjusting the light level, while sensors can detect occupancy or daylight. Understanding the color temperature of light is important. Measured in Kelvin, cool white light has a higher Kelvin temperature, while warm white light has a lower Kelvin temperature. The color rendering index, or CRI, indicates how accurately a light source renders colors. A higher CRI means better color rendering. When selecting lighting, consider energy efficiency. Look for the Energy Star label, which indicates that the fixture meets certain energy efficiency standards. Check the wattage of the fixture, as lower wattage generally means lower energy consumption. Reflectance is another factor. The reflectance of surfaces in a room affects the amount of light needed. Lighter surfaces reflect more light than darker surfaces. Lighting codes and standards ensure safety and energy efficiency. These codes specify requirements for lighting installations. Examples include the National Electrical Code, known as NEC, and local building codes. Proper installation is crucial for safety and performance. Ensure that the wiring is correct and that the fixtures are properly grounded. Consider using a qualified electrician for installation. Maintenance is important for keeping lighting systems in good working order. Regularly clean fixtures to remove dust and dirt. Replace lamps when they burn out. Inspect wiring for any damage. When choosing lighting for residential applications, consider the style of the home. Select fixtures that complement the decor. Use a variety of lighting types to create a layered effect. For commercial applications, focus on functionality and energy efficiency. Use lighting to create a productive work environment. Consider the specific needs of the space, such as task lighting for offices or retail displays. For outdoor lighting, consider safety and security. Use motion sensor lights to deter intruders. Ensure that outdoor fixtures are weatherproof. Consider the impact on the environment. Use energy-efficient lighting to reduce energy consumption. Avoid light pollution by directing light downwards. When dealing with customer requests, always ask for as much detail as possible. This includes the type of fixture, the style, the size, and the desired light output. If possible, ask the customer to provide images of fixtures they like. Research the available options thoroughly. Check online directories, catalogs, and manufacturer websites. Compare prices and features. Provide the customer with a few different options to choose from. Explain the pros and cons of each option. Be prepared to answer questions about lighting technology and installation. Stay up to date on the latest lighting trends. Attend industry events and read trade publications. Network with other lighting professionals. Consider offering design services. Help customers create lighting plans that meet their needs and budget. Partner with lighting manufacturers and distributors. This can give you access to better pricing and a wider selection of products. When dealing with difficult customers, be patient and understanding. Try to find a solution that meets their needs. If you are unable to find a suitable fixture, suggest a custom lighting solution. Remember that good lighting can improve the appearance and functionality of any space. By providing excellent service and expertise, you can build a loyal customer base. Furthermore, consider the specific requirements of different areas. For example, kitchens require bright, task-oriented lighting, while bedrooms may benefit from softer, more ambient lighting. Bathrooms need well-lit vanities and adequate lighting for showers or tubs. Living rooms can incorporate a variety of lighting types to create a comfortable and inviting atmosphere. Dining rooms often benefit from a combination of ambient and accent lighting. Hallways and stairways require sufficient lighting for safety. Offices and workspaces need task lighting that reduces eye strain. Retail spaces use lighting to highlight products and create an appealing shopping environment. Industrial settings need robust and efficient lighting for safety and productivity. When selecting lighting for specific applications, consider the following factors. Firstly, the size of the space. Secondly, the ceiling height. Thirdly, the amount of natural light available. Fourthly, the color scheme of the room. Fifthly, the type of activities that will be performed in the space. Sixthly, the desired mood or atmosphere. Furthermore, be aware of the different types of lamp bases. Common types include screw-in bases, pin bases, and bayonet bases. Make sure the lamp base matches the fixture. Also, consider the lifespan of the lamp. LED typically have a much longer lifespan than incandescent or fluorescent lamps. Finally, factor in the cost of the lamp. LED may have a higher initial cost but can save money in the long run due to their energy efficiency and long lifespan. When working with customers, it is often helpful to create a lighting plan. This plan should include the placement of fixtures, the type of lamps to be used, and the control options. The lighting plan should also take into account the customer's budget and aesthetic preferences. It is also important to consider the glare of the light source. Glare can cause discomfort and reduce visibility. Use fixtures with diffusers or reflectors to reduce glare. Consider the angle of the light. Direct lighting can create harsh shadows, while indirect lighting provides a more even illumination. Also, keep in mind that lighting can affect the perceived size of a room. Brighter lighting can make a room appear larger, while dimmer lighting can make it appear smaller. When selecting lighting for a commercial space, consider the requirements of the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA. The ADA requires that lighting be accessible to people with disabilities. This includes providing adequate lighting levels and avoiding glare. Consider the impact of lighting on employee productivity. Good lighting can improve employee morale and reduce errors. Conduct a lighting audit to identify areas where improvements can be made. Use lighting controls to optimize energy efficiency. Consider installing occupancy sensors or daylight harvesting systems. Also, be aware of the different types of ballast used in fluorescent and HID lamps. Electronic ballasts are more energy efficient than magnetic ballasts. Programmable ballasts can be used to adjust the light output of the lamp. When replacing lamps, be sure to dispose of them properly. Fluorescent and HID lamps contain mercury, which is a hazardous material. Recycle these lamps at the designated recycling center. Remember to keep safety in mind when working with electricity. Always turn off the power before working on any lighting fixture. Use insulated tools and wear safety glasses. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician. Regularly inspect lighting systems for any signs of damage. Replace any damaged wiring or fixtures. Repair any flickering or buzzing lamps. By following these tips, you can help customers find the perfect lighting solutions for their needs. Lighting is a critical element in any space, affecting mood, functionality, and safety. Staying informed about the latest technologies and trends will allow you to provide expert advice and superior service. Additionally, consider the importance of lighting layers in creating a well-designed space. These layers typically consist of ambient, task, and accent lighting, each serving a distinct purpose. Ambient lighting provides overall illumination and sets the general mood of the space. Task lighting focuses on specific areas where tasks are performed, such as reading nooks or kitchen countertops. Accent lighting highlights particular objects or architectural features, adding depth and visual interest. In addition to these three basic layers, decorative lighting can be used to add personality and style to a space. Chandeliers, pendants, and sconces can serve as both functional light sources and decorative elements. When planning lighting, it is important to consider the placement of furniture and other objects in the room. Avoid placing light fixtures where they will create glare or shadows. Use adjustable fixtures to direct light where it is needed most. When working with natural light, take advantage of its benefits. Use sheer curtains or blinds to diffuse sunlight and reduce glare. Consider the orientation of the building and the placement of windows to maximize natural light. Also, remember that lighting can affect the perceived color of objects. Different light sources have different color rendering properties. Use lamps with a high CRI to accurately render colors. When selecting lighting for artwork, be careful to avoid damaging the artwork with excessive heat or ultraviolet light. Use LED or fiber optic lighting, which produces very little heat and ultraviolet light. Consider the acoustics of the space when planning lighting. Hard surfaces reflect sound, while soft surfaces absorb sound. Use lighting to create a balance between sound reflection and absorption. Be mindful of the environment when selecting lighting. Use energy-efficient lighting to reduce energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. Dispose of lamps properly to prevent pollution. Keep in mind that lighting can affect the health and well-being of occupants. Proper lighting can reduce eye strain, improve mood, and increase productivity. Poor lighting can cause headaches, fatigue, and other health problems. When designing lighting for people with disabilities, consider their specific needs. Provide adequate lighting levels and avoid glare. Use accessible controls on fixtures. Stay informed about the latest research on the effects of lighting on health and well-being. Understand the principles of lighting design. These principles include balance, harmony, contrast, and emphasis. Use these principles to create visually appealing and functional lighting designs. Consider the style of the building and the surrounding landscape when designing lighting. The lighting should complement the architecture and enhance the natural beauty of the environment. Also, factor in the cost of lighting maintenance. Choose fixtures and lamps that are durable and easy to maintain. Develop a lighting maintenance plan to ensure that the lighting system is kept in good working order. Finally, stay creative and innovative. Experiment with new lighting technologies and design techniques. Always strive to create lighting designs that are both beautiful and functional. By mastering these skills and techniques, you can become a valuable resource for customers seeking lighting solutions. In addition, consider the use of smart lighting systems. These systems allow you to control lighting from a smartphone or tablet. You can adjust the brightness, color, and timing of the lights. Smart lighting systems can also save energy by automatically turning off lights when they are not needed. Look into the advantages of using lighting control systems. These systems allow you to control multiple lighting circuits from a central location. You can create lighting scenes that automatically adjust the lights to different settings. Lighting control systems can also be integrated with other building systems such as HVAC and security. Reflect on the benefits of using daylight harvesting systems. These systems use sensors to detect the amount of natural light in a room. They then automatically adjust the artificial lights to maintain a consistent lighting level. Daylight harvesting systems can save energy and improve the comfort of occupants. Be aware of the different types of emergency lighting systems. These systems provide illumination in the event of a power outage. Emergency lighting systems are required in many commercial buildings. They must meet specific code requirements. When designing lighting for hazardous locations, consider the special requirements for these locations. Hazardous locations are areas where there is a risk of explosion or fire. Lighting fixtures used in hazardous locations must be explosion-proof. Explore the possibilities of using fiber optic lighting. Fiber optic lighting uses optical fibers to transmit light from a light source to a remote location. Fiber optic lighting is often used for decorative lighting and for lighting in hazardous locations. Consider the use of ultraviolet, known as UV, lighting for disinfection. UV lighting can be used to kill bacteria and viruses. UV lighting is often used in hospitals, laboratories, and food processing plants. Understand the principles of photobiology. Photobiology is the study of the effects of light on living organisms. Photobiology is used to develop new lighting technologies for health and medicine. Stay informed about the latest advances in lighting research. Lighting research is constantly evolving. New technologies and design techniques are being developed all the time. By staying up to date on the latest research, you can provide customers with the best possible lighting solutions.